And yes, now let's focus on Super Sindhu. PV Sindhu has indeed created history, becoming the first Indian player to win gold at the World Badminton Championship. She defeated Japan's Nozomi Okuhara in straight sets of 21-7, 21-7. Accepting her award, a tearful but ecstatic Sindhu told the crowd that she was happy to have won gold finally for India and that she would like to dedicate her award to her mother since it was her birthday on that occasion. Now, of course, this is a momentous occasion for PV Sindhu. Remember, after two back-to-back defeats in the finals, PV Sindhu has made it to the gold. It's an extremely proud moment for the nation at large. And it was a convincing victory, to say the least, complete dominance throughout the match. And the scorecard, the scores really speak volumes about how PV Sindhu stormed through the match, uncompromising, unrelenting from the word go. Well, PV Sindhu's mother, P. Vijaya, reacted to her daughter's exemplary feat. Remember, Sindhu dedicated this win to her mother, like you just heard.
She was training very tough. This time we thought she'll get better results. We are very happy. We are waiting for that gold medal. This is the third time Sindhu playing finals.
And previously she got a silver for India.
Yeah, this is Sindhu's fifth medal. It is the record actually.
Very happy and feeling very proud about her. This is her fifth medal and that being a gold is, we're very happy about it. Our support is always there for her and her coach's support and all the other people who supported her, we are very happy about it.
And of course, congratulatory messages coming from all across. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has put out a tweet and congratulated PV Sindhu on her brilliant achievement. PM Modi says, and I quote, "Congratulations to her for winning the gold at the BWF World Championship. The passion and dedication with which she's pursued badminton is inspiring. PV Sindhu's success will inspire generations of players." President Ramnath Kovind also congratulated Sindhu and wished the champion the best for her future endeavours.
Today is big day for India. PV Sindhu has created history. She has won the World Championship in badminton. This is not only for the badminton but for the Indian sports, a big, big day. We are very proud of PV Sindhu, and I, on behalf of the people of India, on behalf of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, extend hearty congratulations to PV Sindhu. Just a while ago, I spoke to PV Sindhu and the coach Gopi Chand. So I extended congratulations to both of them.
Viren Farah joining us with more on this. So Viren, of course, a big, big moment for PV Sindhu and for the nation at large. This is the first gold medal that the country has managed to get in Badminton World Championship. And for PV Sindhu in particular, let's not forget this comes after two back-to-back defeats. It makes it all the more special for her. But I want you to take us through the highlights of the match because this was like complete dominance. She went into the match with a clear determination to get the gold this time around, isn't it?
That's right. And, you know, it was just a couple of years ago that Nozomi Okuhara, in fact, made Sindhu really, really toil. She put her through the ringer. And Nozomi Okuhara is known to be a very, very dogged player on the court. She's very, very difficult to beat. But on Sunday, it was just a different match altogether. PV Sindhu was on fire. There was no stopping her. She decimated Nozomi Okuhara, perhaps unlike she's ever. That tells you how strong the performance was from PV Sindhu. From start to finish, she was in complete control. She was, in fact, through the match, it just looked as if she was toying with Nozomi Okuhara. And that was what was so impressive about the victory, because it's one thing to win, but when you're actually toying with your opponent, it shows how well you're playing. And, you know, in conversations with people immediately after the final, one thing that I as well learned was there were some tweaks to the game, because, you know, you could see there was a visible change in style from PV Sindhu. It may not have been a drastic change, but key areas that she managed to change the way she plays, to put more aggression into it, make sure her points are more pointed in the sense that she she has a plan in mind of the way she wants the rally to go. So all those things paid dividends for her. She's got there's a new coach as well who's aiding Pulaya Gopichan. So all of that coming into play as as PV Sindhu goes on to win the gold medal of the World Championships. And if you look at the way that she's played, she is one of only 3 players, if I'm not mistaken, who now have 1 medal of each color at the World Championships. The other 2 are Chinese. That tells you the dominance of the Chinese players and how important this victory is for PV Sindhu and what it means for her and for this country as a whole.
Absolutely, and I like what you said about how this is an impressive victory. It's one thing to win, it's quite another to win the way that she broke the jinx that a lot of people thought was around PV Sindhu, and the fact that she's in tremendous form and shape, that she's in superb form at the moment, that should raise our hopes, Viren, for an Olympic medal as well.
Well, let's not forget, just about 3 years ago, she was winning the silver medal at the Olympic Games, and that in itself was history. Because, yes, everyone may say, okay, she missed out on gold, but if you look back at the history of Indian badminton at the Olympic Games, Saina Nehwal won bronze, but aside from that, we've won no other medals. And India is not a country that gets too many medals at the Olympic Games. So you have to celebrate the silver medal at the Olympic Games. But yes, going into Tokyo in 2020, one thing is clear, that Sindhu will have far more experience under her belt. She'll be in the sort of mental frame of mind knowing that she's gotten over this jinx, because she's had a few finals at the Commonwealth Games and other tournaments as well, where she's lost the final hurdle, in really gut-wrenching fashion for herself. She knows how talented she is. She knows what an asset she can be on the court, how powerful she can be against those opponents, because now the dominance of the Chinese has been broken. There are a few top players there, and PV Sindhu, no doubt, is going to be steamrolling her way through to 2020, because she didn't have a great year. Let's not forget that. She had a very, very ordinary year this year. She wasn't playing too well. She looked a little, off a step a little bit. But come the World Championships, it looked as if some switch just flicked on, and PV Sindhu was just this beast on the court, and you just could not touch her in that final.
Absolutely.
As you couldn't through the rest of the tournament.
Yes, and she stormed into the headlines. It was a blitzkrieg which lasted just 37 minutes. And like Viren says, she just stormed into this match, and it was her day after, of course, the world title eluded her for 2 years. Finally, PV Sindhu has made it. Thanks for joining us, Viren, with your inputs. Times Network's Karishma Singh spoke to PV Sindhu after she won a historic gold medal. Sindhu called it a great victory and dedicated this win to her mother. Let's listen into the conversation that Karishma had with the new world champion on the phone.
Hello.
Hi, many congratulations on winning the gold medal.
Thanks so much.
I was asking, has it sunk into you that you are the world champion for this year and that, the first Indian player to achieve this feat?
Yeah, I think it's a good week. It was a great week for me. It's a great victory, obviously. A proud movement for everybody, and a proud movement for me. I'm really very happy about it.
And, if I can say, you just steamrolled Okuhara today, 21-7, 21-7. It was the most one-sided final in the history of women's singles final. Did you have a plan, or you were just in your head that you are not going to let go of that gold medal this time?
Of course, winning and losing is secondary, but for me, first thing was, I just had to play my game like the other matches where I did the quarterfinals and semifinals.
But did you feel the pressure coming in after 2017 and 2018? Was it at the back of your head that, you cannot lose another final?
No, nothing like that. I never thought about it. It was just a nude match, and that's it.
And do you feel relieved now? Do you feel like a big burden is off your back with this gold medal and creating history?
Well, I want, of course, it's much weighted because it was 2 silver and 2 bronze. So finally, I had to get gold, and I got it. So definitely.
And have you seen people's tweets regarding you? The Prime Minister wishing you, a host of other people wishing you.
I just came back. I will do it definitely. I think now it's more of like I need to pack and, I'm leaving tomorrow early in the morning, so probably I'll give the replies once I get back or in the flight or something like that.
And
a lot of messages I know on the Twitter, so I need to reply them.
and Sindhu, just last two quick questions. After this win, are the Olympics on your mind? Rio 2016 silver. You wish to emulate what you've done in the World Championships in 2020.
Yeah, of course, my ultimate aim would be that. But before that, a lot of tournaments ahead now, and just step by step. So aiming for that too.
And
but for now, it's more of like enjoying the race for me.
And you've dedicated this win to your mom. We saw a video of her Skyping with you. It was very nice to watch that.
Yeah, of course, it's her birthday today, and I dedicated to her. And I think that's a gift, I must say. She's very happy.